Hey guys, Callie Fab here, and today I'm actually going to do a different kind of video for you. I've been doing a lot of self-awareness type videos and really getting in touch with who I am and who I want to be and how I feel and just all sorts of intellectual, personal things just for me. And today I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about some money saving tips in the home that I have experienced myself just with my own personal practice and practicing with my family. As you guys know, I have a husband and a 5-year-old, so it can get a little hectic sometimes in the house and you don't really realize things that you're doing or things that you're spending. And I mean spending by, different things that you're doing that are making your bills go up. So I just wanted to go over some of the tips that I have for you for saving money in the house. So if you want to watch it and see what I've been doing to save some money, then keep on watching. So I have 5 tips for you. So my first tip is meal prepping and meal planning. That has been the biggest money saver ever. I swear to you, I was spending over $1,000, and I say this again, over $1,000, $1,000 a month on food. And where was that food going? I know it wasn't going in my belly or my husband's. It was going in the garbage or it was sitting in the pantry forever. And that just drives me crazy because I feel like my investment is on food that I can only eat and it can only nourish me. But when I've been meal planning and meal prepping, it's been amazing how much money I save. I've literally gone to about half that on my grocery bill. So we've gone, I think it was actually like $1,100 I added up for like the average of 5 months prior to really planning stuff. And then after that, it's been anywhere between $300 a month to $600 a month. So I'm gonna average that at about $500. But it's been amazing saving that much money. My grocery bill is typically a bit higher than most because we make all of our dinners at home, we make all of our lunches, all of our breakfasts, everything like that. We don't really go out and spend on fast food or dinners or anything like that very often. And typically we usually have a lot of people over. David's family lives right across the street and my family comes over, and we like to make extra food for when we have the pop-up random guest that comes over, so that's why we end up making more, or we just take the rest for lunches. But meal prepping, meal planning, writing out a grocery list and sticking to it has been the most amazing money saving I could offer you for a tip. Do it. It doesn't take that long. Realize what you want to eat. So maybe not planning out, okay, Monday I'm going to eat this, Tuesday I'm going to eat this, Wednesday I'm going to eat this. Maybe you say, well, these are the types of meals I'd like to have for the week. So I'm vegan, as you guys know, but my husband and my son still eat meat and meat products and animal products. So I would get, a thing of hamburger meat, a thing of chicken, and, a steak maybe for them for the week. And then I would get my own personal vegan stuff, which can be expensive buying both, but I just buy enough for them and enough for me. So it's been amazing saving all this money on all the food. So I know I went to a little rant there, but it's truly the best tip I can give you for saving some money. The next money saving tip I have for you in the home is simply turning lights off. Literally just turning them off. I don't know why this never occurred to me before, but when you're not in a room, you're not in the basement, you're not, in the bathroom, turn the lights off. Or sometimes in the middle of the night, I don't even turn lights on because I don't need them. I realize, oh, I can see just fine. I'm just going to the bathroom. I'm just washing my hands, I'm just washing my face. I don't need the light on. So even when I'm blow drying my hair, I tend to just turn off the lights because I don't really need to see what I'm blow drying until I'm ready to actually style my hair. So if you're not in a room, or if you're not going to be in that room, turn off the light. If you're just grabbing clothes for the morning, do you really need the light on? Or can you figure out what you're gonna get because your organized closet? Check that video out. I organized my whole closet, so it's super, super nice now. Anyways, so you are able to pick out your clothes and pick out what you need while the lights are off. That has been a big saver. I mean, not as big as the meal planning and meal prepping, but My light bill, or my, what is it? I don't even know what it is. The electric bill has gone down about $10 to $15 a month. And I know that you guys are like, oh, it's only $10 or $15, blah, 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 but times that by 12, $10 times 12 is $120 a year. That's how much we're saving. So we can use that on other things, other bills that need to be paid, or just putting it aside. So that has been not the hugest money saver, but it's definitely been worth it to really start to be more intentional and pay attention to what I'm doing and when I don't need things like lights. My third tip for you guys is cut your hair at home. Hair cutting can be so expensive. I literally had to call around the other day because I needed my hair trimmed, and my mom actually usually does it, but I could not, I can never meet up with her in the right time. She lives about an hour and a half away. So I actually watched a YouTube video on how to cut your own hair, and I just cut my own hair and it's perfect. It feels so good and clean on the ends, and I didn't spend an hour and $50, and plus a tip, by the way, on getting my hair cut. I spent about 20 minutes in the bathroom. I mean, I really had to pay attention, so I could probably shorten down my time frame there, but I really wanted to pay attention on what I was doing since it was the first time. But I literally saved myself gas money for the drive, I saved money for actually cutting my hair, I saved tip money, and I saved so much time because sometimes you have to sit there and wait forever for your hair to get cut. Just even something simple like I do is like a trim. I just want a trim. That's all I want. I just want my split ends gone. So I did it myself. And then yesterday, my husband and my son both get their hair buzzed, and then I clean up the sides and everything, and I always cut their hair because it costs them, I mean, I think my husband can go to a place where it costs like $12 for a haircut for both of them. Not for both of them, but you know, for each of them, which really isn't that expensive. But same thing there is that you have to drive there, you have to sit and wait your turn, and then you gotta drive back. And when we're home, we have everything we need already. Why not use it and, you know, put it to good use and save some money and save some time while we're at it? So cutting your hair or coloring your hair at home is definitely a money saver. I mean, it might not be like the best month-long money saver you can actually do, but it's gonna save your money in the short term of, hey, I only have, you know, 50 bucks in my wallet right now. Do I really want to go spend it on a haircut, or can I just use some good scissors at home and cut my hair at home? Just saying. My fourth tip for you is to unplug and turn off appliances. So even if your appliance is not running, it is still plugged in. So it still has a power source going to it, which means it still has power running through it, which means you're still spending money on your electric bill. So unplug your appliances if you're not using them, or if you're cleaning them, or if you just don't simply need them for any significant amount of time. So for example, I always unplug our toaster oven because that doesn't need to be plugged in, and that's a huge energy saver. I never unplug our microwave or our coffee maker. I will tell you, those are the two things I never unplug because they have the clocks on it, and I need the clocks when I'm getting ready in the morning and for coffee in the morning because we always make the coffee overnight. But I always unplug pretty much everything else. I have a food processor, I have a juicer, I have a blender, I have a toaster. Everything gets unplugged and put away. Because if you have everything still plugged in, then you're still running the power source to that item. Anything you can unplug, lamps or lights or, you know, light up mirrors, which I have here, I always unplug everything I possibly can, unless it's like simply charging or something that has a clock on it, because I lose my, you know, track of time most of the time. So unplug your appliances. I mean, you're not going to notice a huge significant difference, but it will make your bill go down a couple bucks a month, and that little bit can, you know, make all the difference sometimes. My very last and number 5 tip for you for this video on saving money in the house is, if you can do it yourself, just do it. So simple. If you can cut the lawn yourself and you have a lawnmower and a weed whacker, just do it. Put on, you know, your headphones, put on some music, go out and just do it. If you have a dryer that's not heating up anymore, open up the back and, you know, find somebody that can help you, a family member or a friend that can show you how to do things, and do it yourself. The more you learn and the more you can do yourself, the more money you're gonna save. So if we would have had to buy a new dryer or a new washer when those broke over the winter and just recently, we would have had to spend an additional $1,000 for brand new appliances. These ones work perfectly fine. It was just one minor thing that got messed up that we had to figure it out. And we only ended up spending about $200 on fixing both of them. So I'll take the $200 over the $1,000 any day, and they work perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Another do-it-yourself type item is like if something needs to be just like fixed up or spruced up or whatever. If you have a spot on your wall that needs to be repainted, just do it. I'm sure you have the paint in your basement that's the exact same color that you've already used. Just go and grab a paintbrush and just fix it up, you know? Do little stuff around your house that you can do yourself. I mean, if you need a new roof, please go get somebody, go pay somebody to put on a new roof for you. I know I would just call my dad. My dad's a construction worker, and I'd just be like, hey, can you come put on a new roof for me? You know what I mean? But if you don't have people like that that are super, super handy, try to figure it out yourself. Go watch a YouTube video. There's so many YouTube videos that can show you exactly what to do. And you can go pick up a book. Go to Home Depot and say, hey, this is my issue, this is what I'm working with, what do you suggest? What do you think that could be wrong? What could be happening? If it's an appliance issue, take it to the appliance store and have them look at it and see what's wrong with it. And if it's something you can fix for super, super cheap, just do it. Say, okay, thank you so much for your time, whatever, I'll just take it with me. And then you do it yourself. It's so simple. Most places will give you a free, you know, looking at, or what is it called, like a diagnostic, like a free diagnostic to figure out what's wrong with whatever you're using. And once you find out what's wrong, fix it. It doesn't take that long. I swear to you, you think it might take hours, and I mean, it might be something that takes hours, like the washing machine, but if you can fix it yourself and save $800 when you would have been spending $1,000 and only spent $200, do it. It's so satisfying knowing that you're the one that fixed it, you're the one that made it work again, and you're the one that didn't spend the extra money just because you didn't want to figure it out, that you just wanted to go and buy something new because you thought you needed it. So those were my 5 tips for saving money in the home. I'm gonna have some more tips for saving money outside the home and what you can do while you're traveling and stuff like that to save some money. But I hope you enjoyed this different kind of video on my channel, and I hope you stick around for more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell for more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Love ya, bye! About some few